we have reached the end of the game. The Chicago Sky take down the LA Sparks, guys. This was a game that was very, very close. A little bit maybe too close for comfort for the Chicago Sky, but the Chicago Sky do get the job done. They do get the dub against the LA Sparks, guys. The final score is 90 Chicago Sky, 86 LA Sparks. Now, again, guys, this was a not so pretty game. This wasn't. This was a game where the Chicago Sky really did struggle at good parts of this game. The LA Sparks, it looked like they were going to win this game. They had their foot on the gas. We came into this fourth quarter, and the Chicago Sky decided to get in the driver's seat and started to drive. And they played well. And the LA Sparks, they fell apart. They absolutely fell apart in this game. This was not a game that I was expecting to see from the Chicago Sky. I was expecting to see a better play for the Chicago Sky, but they get the win. That's what matters. Ultimately, it matters if you can get the dub at the end of the day. And guys, we saw Chris Paul in the building, Kyrie Irving in the building, and they saw the Chicago Sky get a tough win on the road. Made it happen. Rachel Banham, big impact for this team. When it comes to the point guard position, Lindsay Allen continues to play well for the Chicago Sky. Ever since she was inserted into the starting lineup, it's clear that she deserves to be the starting point guard for the Chicago Sky this season. She did her thing in today's game. Lindsay Allen, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 16 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. She absolutely did her thing in today's game. Really was the floor general for this team. Really did decide to make some decisions to say, hey, I'm going to take this over. Instead of just keep passing the ball, I'm going to take this over. I'm going to look for my shot, and I'm also still going to pass the ball as well. So I think there was a great balance of when she decided to take it herself and when she decided to pass it up and get other players involved. So I would say really, really, really good job on the point guard duties for Lindsay Allen. Now, for everybody else, I thought that Camila Cardoso had the best game of the season today. Today was the best game. The reason why is because the first 2 plays of the game, they went to Camila. Surprise. When you go to Camila early, you get her going, you get her confidence up, you get her motor going, and ultimately, she ends up being very successful for you. Yes, I would have loved for her to be even more aggressive, but I thought she played more aggressive than we have seen in some of the games for the Sky. She ends up with Camila Cardoso ends up with 15 points, 14 rebounds. I thought she was huge in this game. 6 of 9 from the field. I thought she played absolutely great. Thank you so much, Dion, for the super chat. Says, congrats, Sky, Quita stream. I'll be here tomorrow at 3:30. Yeah, the Sky do have another game tomorrow, and we will be live for that game as well. Thank you so much to the Light for the super chat. Really do appreciate that so much. But guys, we see a really, really good game from the Chicago Sky. The best game of the season so far for Camila. She did her thing. She showed some aggressiveness, but it's all started by the way the Chicago Sky play. Yes, they do lead the league in points in the paint. The Chicago Sky do lead the league in points in the paint, but they could be scoring way more points in the paint. You have 2 players in your starting lineup who that's all they do is shoot in the paint. Get them going early. And once you get Camila Cardoso going, everybody else, it sort of opens up stuff for everybody else, because if you get her going, maybe the other team has to start doubling her. They have to start helping on defense a lot more, which opens it up for your guards. Playing inside-outside basketball is a winning strategy for the Chicago Sky. It is. Come down to court. What do? Pass the ball inside. Make something happen on that front, okay? It's very, very, very helpful for the Sky team to say, you know what? I get the ball, taking it down the court. What's my first read? First read is, can you get it cleanly to Camila? That's your first read. And then you go from there. You get it cleanly to Camila. Camila decides, she leans on the defender and decides, okay, am I going to make a post move? Am I going to dribble and pass it out? Am I going to try to take them myself? And as she's sort of deciding that, what are the guards doing? They should be switching. They should be moving on the perimeter. There should be there should be possibly a cut that's going to the opposite side, so she can decide whether or not she wants to pass the ball or whether or not she wants to take it. And there's options. There's movement. There's movement from the guards. There's options. That's winning basketball for the Chicago Sky. Get it to Kamilla. Kamilla is your sort of anchor, and she's pretty good. She's a pretty good passer as well. She's a pretty good passer. And she's tall enough that as long as she keeps the ball high, she can make stuff happen. Her issue in a lot of other games is Kamilla gets the ball and she brings it down low, and then all the shorties come and try to steal the ball from her. Guys, that didn't happen today. That did not happen today. Kamilla kept it high. She made it happen. And ultimately, she was rewarded with the player of the game because she played her butt off today. This is what I want to see from Kamilla. Kamilla can do this and more, but it's up to the Chicago Sky in their pregame talks to say, hey, we got post players for a reason. They're really good for a reason. Start in the post, bring it out, and give yourself some opportunities. Guards, it's not all about you. It's not all about you. Get it to the post. And I really did enjoy the way the Chicago Sky played this game. Yes, sloppy. Yes. This was not the perfect game. This wasn't. They played sloppy. There were a massive amount of turnovers in this game. I mean, not terrible, but still pretty decently. We saw Angel Reese with 4 turnovers in this game. Lindsay Allen with 4 turnovers. Kennedy Carter had 2. Dana had 2. So there were turnovers in this game. However, when it all came down to it, you were able to gut out a victory and get the job done. But again, it all starts with Camila Cardoso. Kamilla and Angel are your franchise pieces. That's who you're building the rest of this team off of. Those are the pieces that's going to stay with this team, and everybody else has to work around that. So what you need to do is you need to develop them as much as you can this season, which means giving them a ton of looks, guys. So again, Camila Cardoso, 15 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks to finish out today's game. She does get fouled out, but she was very, very impactful for the minutes that she played. Angel Reese, 14 points, 11 rebounds. She struggled severely with efficiency in today's game, but that's gonna happen. But as we see in the offseason, that definitely need to make sure that they work on her shot in the offseason for sure. Definitely, that's something that needs to be worked out. Definitely. For Lindsay Allen, she played really good. 16 points in this game, 6 assists. She played well. She played well and made it happen. Definitely PG-1 for this team. Now, guys, I am impressed, but also slightly disappointed in the LA Sparks. So impressed meaning that I thought the LA Sparks did give the Chicago Sky more for their money, more of a run for their money than I expected. Definitely. But De'Arica Hamby struggled severely in this game. She is their best player. She's an MVP candidate. She has been balling all season. But today she had an off game. She had a really, really off game. Maybe it's tiredness from coming back from the Olympics. She had 3x3 basketball. Maybe it's stuff on her mind. I don't know. It just wasn't a good game for De'Arica Hamby, and that sort of led to the struggles for this team. Rickea Jackson, I thought she stepped up and she played well in this one. She had 13 points, 5 rebounds. But I would have loved for her to take more shots in this game, especially in that second half. I would have loved for Rickea Jackson to get going more. She passed up, I believe, a lot of opportunities where she could have just taken it herself and got a shot going. She did pass up some possible shots for her. And I want her to shoot those shots. Rickea Jackson is a straight up baller. She is. I want to see her in the offense a lot more in the second half of the game. Kia Nurse, she's a streaky player. She played well today, 16 points in this game for the LA Sparks. Crystal Dangerfield, I thought gave some really good minutes as well. She was scoring and she was playing the PG role really well. She had 6 assists in today's game. Odyssey Sims, this was her first game with the LA Sparks. They did sign her this morning to a 7-day contract. She ended up playing a couple minutes. She ended up playing 16 minutes. Ended up with 2 points and 3 assists. Again, guys, they just threw her out there. She didn't know any of the plays or anything like that. She just kind of went out there and tried to see whatever she could do. And I thought she played some decent minutes. Interested to see how it continues to go for her with the LA Sparks. Again, she is on a 7-day contract. This is the same player who was just released by the Dallas Wings. And Odyssey Sims has been balling this season. So it's a matter of time before she learns the plays for the LA Sparks and starts to really, really be impactful for this team. And guys, that's kind of my quick recap. I thought Steph Talbot played pretty good as well. But yeah, that's my quick recap. We have the Chicago Sky beating the LA Sparks 90-86. Two players for the Chicago Sky had a double-double in this game. It was both Kamilla and Angel Reese. Your skyscrapers ended up with a double-double, so really good job on that front. Again, for the Chicago Sky, your success is with those two players. Kennedy Carter, I should mention her as well. She came off the bench in today's game. She is back. Guys, remember, she missed the last game due to a non-COVID illness. What the illness was, we don't know. But she was back in today's game. She ended up playing 17 minutes off the bench for the Chicago Sky. Ended up with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist. I thought she played good minutes. I thought she did. But the reason why she didn't play that much, especially at the end of the game, is because I thought that the lineup that was in at the end of the game was rolling. They were rolling. They were making stuff happen. They were getting good stops. And why change something? Why change something if it's working? So the guards were playing well. They were playing well. Good basketball with the bigs towards the end of the game. And so that's why Teaspoon decided, hey, Kennedy, I know you're awesome. I'm gonna have you right at the bench for the end of this game because the synergy is there, and I don't need to mess anything up. And I think that was a good decision by. I thought that was a really good decision by Teaspoon to say, you know what, we're not gonna bring Kennedy in, not because anything Kennedy did, not because anything she did. I thought she played a good game for the minutes that she was in. But it's all about right personnel at the right time. That's what it's all about. And the personnel that was in the game at the end, they were making it happen. And no need to change anything. No need to change. Kennedy Carter just got back. She did not play in Thursday's game. She is, she's back from whatever the illness was, but, they're also going to play tomorrow. So her sort of lack of play is going to definitely be well made up for tomorrow when they play the Phoenix Mercury again for a rematch, because we just got killed by the Phoenix Mercury. Now it's our opportunity to play them again. Now, guys, that's the stream. That is the stream. I really do appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much, guys. I will be right back here tomorrow as we watch the Chicago Sky take on the Phoenix Mercury. Now, guys, again, the final score is 90 Chicago Sky, 86 LA Sparks. The Sky get together a ugly win, but they get it done. They get the job done. Guys, we had a lot of games tomorrow, a boatload of games tomorrow. We have the Connecticut Sun versus the Atlanta Dream happening at 2 o'clock Central. We have the Seattle Storm versus the Indiana Fever at 2:30 Central. I will be doing a live stream for that game. We have the LA Sparks versus the Las Vegas Aces at 5 p.m. Central tomorrow. And we finally are kicking off the end of the day tomorrow with the Chicago Sky versus the Phoenix Mercury. That game is at 8 p.m. Central, and I will be covering that game on this channel. So I'll have 2 live streams tomorrow. We will have Seattle versus Indiana and Chicago versus Phoenix. All right, so those are the games. Hope y'all are interested in rocking with me and watching those. Guys, if y'all could, please hit that like button on y'all way out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. I make content all about women's basketball, so if that is your thing, please make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, tell a neighbor, tell a friend that Quita Loves Sports is on YouTube, telling everybody about the awesomeness of women's basketball. So rock out with me here. Thank y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all probably got stuff to do. Enjoy life. Watch TV. Go to the store. Get your stuff done. And I will see y'all right back here tomorrow, guys. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Be safe. Be kind to people. Be respectful to someone. Tell somebody that they matter and that they are important, because they are. And if anyone has not told y'all today, let me tell you, you are awesome. I am happy that you are on this earth, and I cannot wait to talk to you again tomorrow, guys. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.